Good morning, class. It's another time to be a grammarian for a day. Why? Because we will discuss another grammar lesson which is related to what we had discussed last meeting. Speaking of what we had discussed last meeting, do you still remember that I gave you an assignment about a reflexive and an intensive pronoun? Okay, I told you to define a reflexive and intensive pronoun. And aside from that, I told you also to give or write an example of an intensive and a reflexive pronoun. Okay, so let us now discuss our lesson for the day. But before that, let us first have this task. Okay, this task is what we call come to think of it. Come think of it. Okay, so what do you think will happen if you look at the mirror? Okay, come to think of it, what will happen if you look at the mirror? Or if you dribble a ball? What do you think will happen if you dribble a ball? Okay, of course, when you look at the mirror, it reflects. Okay, it reflects your image in the mirror. And then once you dribble a ball, the ball bounces back to you or it bounces back to the one who dribbled the ball. Okay, do you know, class, that there are kinds of pronoun or there is a kind of pronoun that reflects and bounce back to the subject in the sentence? Okay, so let us know what kind of pronoun is that. That is a reflexive pronoun. What is a reflexive pronoun? Okay, a reflexive pronoun reflects back to the subject. It ends with self and selves. It can be used as direct object, indirect object, or object of a preposition in a sentence. Actually, class, a reflexive pronoun is also a kind of a compound pronoun. Okay, remember that. A compound pronoun. Why is it a compound pronoun? Because when we say compound pronoun, it is composed of two or more words. Okay, two or more words. In the case of a reflexive pronoun, okay, it is a combination of a personal pronoun, okay. We are done discussing about personal pronoun last meeting. Okay, it's composed of a personal pronoun plus or ending with, okay, ending with the word self or selves. Okay. So like for this, no, a reflexive pronoun ends with self and selves. Okay. So that's why it becomes a compound pronoun. Like for example, a personal pronoun my. And then once we add the word self, it now become a compound pronoun. Myself. Okay. And then like for example, them. Okay, so that is a personal pronoun. But once we add selves, okay, it will now become a compound pronoun. Okay, so that is all about compound pronoun. So let's now go back to a reflexive pronoun. Okay, so like what I said, like what we heard, no, a reflexive pronoun reflects back to the subject and it ends with self and selves. It can be used as, okay, remember this class, a direct object, indirect object, and then the object of preposition. Okay, in a sentence. Okay, so let us discuss it further. Okay, so look at the examples of a reflexive pronoun. Okay, we have here the puppy saw itself in the mirror. So what do you think is the compound pronoun used in the sentence? Okay, very good. The compound pronoun there is itself. Okay, and that compound pronouns reflects back or bounce back to the subject, which is the puppy. Okay, and then, okay, it is used as, okay, and it is used as a direct object. Okay, how come it becomes a direct object? So let's now again recall, okay, our basic sentence pattern. So puppy becomes our subject, and then the saw, okay, becomes the transitive verb, and then of course our itself there is the direct object. Okay, did you get it? Okay, and then how about in the second example? The students have brought themselves something to eat. Okay, so what is the compound pronoun in the sentence? Okay, we have the themselves. And it reflects back or bounce back to the subject is students. Okay, so we have students. Okay, so, and then how it is used in the sentence? It is used as an indirect object. Okay, so how come it becomes an indirect object? Our student is the subject, and then brought or have brought is the transitive verb, and then the themselves now is the, okay, the themselves now is the indirect object, and we have the something. Okay, okay, we have something which is considered as a direct object. Direct object. Okay, and then next, okay, direct object. And then next example, the visitor had to cook for themselves. Okay, the visitors had to cook for themselves. Okay, so what is the compound pronoun used in the sentence? Okay, we have the themselves. And again, it reflects back or bounce back to the subject visitors. Okay. And then, how it is used, how the compound pronoun themselves used in the sentence. It is used as object of the prepositions. Okay. Why it is become an object of the preposition? Because of the preposition for. Okay? Because the compound pronoun themselves introduced by a preposition for, that's why it becomes an object of the prepositions. Okay, have you noticed, class, in the first example, we have puppy, which is singular. That's why the compound pronoun used also should be singular. Okay, while in the second and then in the third examples, students and visitors are plural. Okay, look at the compound pronoun used, okay, for the students. It is themselves or in a plural form also. And same with the visitors, which is also plural. So we use also a compound pronoun, which is plural, themselves. And have you observed, class, that a reflexive pronoun cannot be omitted or cannot be removed from the sentence. Why? Because once you remove that, okay, the sentence will not be considered as a sensible sentence anymore. Okay, so it will never express a complete thought. Okay, or something will be missing if you are going to omit those reflexive pronoun in the sentence. Okay, so is it clear? So let us now proceed to the next one. Okay, come to think of it again. What do you think will happen if you use a marker or a highlighter in a text? Okay, so like what you are seeing in the PowerPoint. Okay, of course, okay, the text will be highlighted, or the text, or it highlights the text, or it's emphasize the text or the written word when you use a highlighter. Okay, so do you know, class, that we also have a kind of pronoun which is used to highlight and emphasize the subject in the sentence? Okay, like for this example. So, this is what I am talking. It is an intensive pronoun. So what is an intensive pronoun? Intensive pronoun emphasizes a preceding noun, often the noun immediately before the pronoun. It is also ends with self and selves. It is not necessary to the sentence. So the same with the reflexive pronoun, it is also a compound pronoun. Okay? Because it uses a personal pronoun and ends with self and selves. But the only difference between intensive and reflexive is intensive is used to emphasize, okay, the preceding noun. And then it is not necessary to the sentence, or you can remove it or you can omit it in the sentence. And once you do it, it never affects the sentence. Okay? The sentence, whether with or without intensive pronoun, the sentence is still a complete sentence. Okay, so let's see an example. Okay. So the queen herself gave the knight the award. Okay, what is the compound pronoun in this sentence? We have the herself. And the functions or the use of this pronoun in the sentence is to just emphasize the queen, okay, as the one who gave the knight the award. Okay, so even you remove the herself, okay, like for example, let's do this. Okay, even you remove it, okay, like for example, we remove the herself in the sentence. Okay, let us read. The queen gave the knight the award. Okay, so still the sentence is complete. Okay, we still considered it as a sensible sentence. Okay, another form or another example, we have this. Okay, the queen gave the knight the award herself. So the compound pronoun here is herself, which is written after the word award. Okay, but still it has the same uses. Okay, and that use or function of this compound pronoun to this sentence is to just emphasize that the queen is the one who gave the award to the knight. Okay, so the queen. So whether we remove it, same with what we did in the first example, whether we remove it or omit it in the sentence, the queen gave the knight the award, is still a complete sentence and expresses a complete thought. Okay, so did you get it, class? Did you get it? What is an intensive pronoun? Okay, so let's have this to make it clear. Okay? So we have here a compound pronouns. And what are those compound pronouns? We have the reflexive, okay? Reflexive pronoun, okay? And then we also have another one is the intensive. Okay, intensive pronoun. Okay, they are both, okay, they are both a compound pronoun. And both of them also, ends with, okay, both of them also ends with self and selves. Okay, self or selves. Okay, but they have a different functions or uses in the sentence. Why? Because okay, a reflexive pronoun used to okay, reflects back to the sentence. Okay, while the, okay, while the intensive pronoun, okay, it is used to just emphasize. Okay? Okay, emphasize the subject in the sentence. And another difference of the two is reflexive pronoun is important in the sentence and we cannot omit it in the sentence. Okay? While the intensive pronoun can be removed in the sentence. Okay. It can be removed in the sentence. Okay, so did you get it, class? The difference between a reflexive and intensive pronoun. Okay, so do you have any questions or clarifications? So I hope that you grasp, okay, you grasp fully what we had discussed. Okay, so let's now have a practice. Okay, so, tell whether the italicized pronoun is a reflexive or intensive. If it is reflexive, tell also how it is used in the sentence. Okay, so number one, let us answer number one. Okay, I found the treasure box. Okay, so what is the italicized pronoun? We have the myself. Okay, so we have the myself. So let us now identify whether it is an intensive or reflexive. So in this case, this is an intensive. Why intensive? Because it is just what? It's just emphasize that I is the one who found the treasure. Okay, whether we remove this or not in the sentence is still complete. Okay, so is it clear? Number two, you yourself should know the rules for pronoun usage. Okay, the italicized pronoun here is yourself. Okay, and how it is used in the sentence? Still, it is used as a what? Okay, still it is used as an intensive. Okay, intensive. Okay, look at this one. It is the pronoun yourself used only to what? Emphasize the subject pronoun you. Okay, so whether it is in the sentence or not, the sentence still complete. Okay, how about number three? When Jeremy found his wallet, he bought himself an ice cream. Okay, so the compound pronoun there is himself. And then how it is used in the sentence. It is used or what compound pronoun is this? It is a reflexive. Okay, reflexive pronoun. Why is it a reflexive pronoun? Because it used as a what? Okay, it used as the indirect. Okay, indirect object in the sentence. Okay, so to make it clear how it becomes an indirect object, so let us now again remember our basic sentence pattern. Okay, so he is what? He is the subject. Both is the transitive verb. Okay, himself is the indirect object. And then the ice cream served as a direct object. Okay, so let's move on number 4. The mayor himself gave me this award. Okay, so the italicized word there is himself, which is an intensive pronoun. Because if you are going to analyze it, the pronoun himself just emphasize, okay, the mayor that who gave the award. Okay, how about for number 5? Okay, for number 5, the italicized word there is herself. Okay, my sister bought herself a birthday present. So, in this sentence, the compound pronoun herself there is herself, which is a reflexive. Reflexive. And and then what use of reflexive is this? It is used as indirect, okay, indirect object. Okay, indirect object. Okay, why? So I will show you why. Because my sister will be the subject. Okay? And then both will be the transitive verb. And then the herself is the indirect object. And then the birthday present will serve as the direct object. Okay, so did you get it, class? Okay, so I hope that you understand carefully what we are discussing. Okay, so we have here some reminders. Okay, first one, do not use reflexive pronoun instead of subject or object pronouns. Okay, like for this example, James and myself went to the movies. Okay, so myself there is not appropriate to use. Okay? So instead of using the reflexive pronoun myself, okay, the correct pronoun to use there is a personal pronoun I. Okay, so to make it correct, we have James and I went to the movies. Okay, so remember class, we cannot use a reflexive pronoun as a subject in the sentence, no? There are times that it's not appropriate to use the reflexive pronoun as a subject. Okay, number two, our teacher gave Sarah and myself or me an award for the best project. So, myself again is not appropriate to use. Okay, the reflexive pronoun myself there is not appropriate to use. Okay, the correct one is me. Our teacher gave Sarah and me an award for the best project. Okay, so we use an objective case of pronoun me instead of a reflexive pronoun. Okay, so you need to bear in your mind these reminders. Okay, for you not to mislead in using the reflexive pronoun in a sentence. Okay, so let's move on. So we have again another practice. So write the compound pronoun used in the sentence. Identify if it is reflexive or intensive. And if it is a reflexive, tell also how it is used in the sentence. So the same in what we did in our previous task or in previous practice. But this time, you need to look for the compound pronoun first. Okay, so number one, what is the compound pronoun here? Okay, so we have the compound pronoun themselves. And that is a what? That is a, okay, the football player consider themselves warrior. That is a reflexive. Okay, reflexive and it's used as a what? Okay, indirect object. Okay. How about in number two? Okay, in number two, okay, we have the himself. Okay, the compound pronoun here is himself. And then, okay, what kind of compound pronoun is this? So this is also a reflexive. And it is used as object of the preposition. Okay, object of the preposition and the prepositions that used there is for. Okay, did you get it? Next, number three. Okay, when Jeremy found his wallet, he bought himself an ice cream. So it's familiar with you because it is already used in our example a while ago. Okay, but then still, let us answer this one. So the correct answer there, the compound pronoun here is himself. Okay, and it is used as a reflexive. Okay, reflexive pronoun used as indirect object. Okay, indirect object. Okay, how about number four? Okay, in number four, okay, the compound pronoun here is himself. Okay, and then it is used as what? The president suspends the classes himself. So it is used as or it is an intensive pronoun because it's just used to emphasize that the president is the one who suspend the classes. Okay, how about for number 5? She warned herself about the news. Okay, the compound pronoun here is herself. Okay, and it is used as what? Or what kind of pronoun is this? What kind of compound pronoun is this? It is a reflexive pronoun, and it is used as direct object. Okay, why is it direct object? So, let's identify the structure. Okay, the sentence pattern, the basic sentence pattern. So, we have she as the subject, one is the transitive verb, and herself is the direct object. Okay, because the preceding words about the news are prepositions or a prepositions and then with the object of preposition. So that's why herself is our direct object. Okay, next. So I'm sure that you really understand it. Okay, and then let's move on to our quiz. Let's try or let's test how far do you understand what we have discussed this morning. Okay, in your quiz, what you are going to do is write the compound pronouns and then identify whether it's reflexive or intensive. If it is reflexive, tell also how it's used in the sentence and write also the referent. Okay, so almost the same of what we did in our previous practices or tasks. So I'm sure it will be easy for you to answer this quiz. Okay, so we have here 1 to 5 up to 10. Okay, so I'm giving you an ample time, okay, and enough time to finish your quiz. Okay, be sure to analyze carefully the sentence. Okay, so if you are done answering with your quiz, okay, take note of your assignment. So this will be your assignment for the next meeting. Study about context clues. Okay, what about context clues? You need to define context clues. And then what are the types of context clues? You need to list them all. Okay, and then give example for each type of context clues. Okay, so are you done with it? Okay, so if you don't have any questions, any clarifications, so we can call it a day. That's all for the day, class. I hope that you learned something from what we had discussed. Okay, God bless and see you next meeting. Have a nice day.